welcome to a brand new episode of Queenie Connection. Thanks for joining us. Help kicking off March. Award-winning artist and accessibility advocate Lynda Todd is with us. Her brand new exhibit is now started March 1st at the John M. Parrott Art Gallery upstairs above the Belleville Public Library, just around the corner from our studio here in downtown Belleville. It's called Change and Challenge, A Journey Through Migration, an inspiring solo art exhibit by Lynda Todd, once again, really focusing on not only an inclusive art experience and getting us all out, but also thinking about kind of the endangered species of animals that we're reading about and we continue to think of. So Lynda Todd is with us now. Lynda, congratulations on this. You've got a beautiful portrait beside you with the monarch butterfly and the wave. So I'm so glad we could connect up, and it's so great to have this kind of profiled in Queenie Connection. So thanks so much.
Thank you for having me. It's very exciting. I'm really looking forward to the exhibit, and thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to promote it.
How did you become an artist, Lynda?
Oh my goodness, it's a long story, so I'll try to make it as short as possible. So I'm visually impaired. I had no interest in becoming an artist. Not really. I figured it would just be, very frustrating because I'm also colorblind. But my friend is an artist and owned a gallery at the time. And so just 5 years ago, and she talked me into taking a course, and it was an all-day course. And I thought, okay, and I went and I absolutely loved it. So colorblind, I can still see colors, some colors, and I see them differently than, say, you or anyone else. And I see them differently from day to day. So now that I'm doing it on a regular basis, I make sure I label everything, or I try to make sure I label everything so that I remember what the color is. But it was definitely, it's just a recent journey. And I really was just taking a workshop for fun, as it turns out. And then things just ballooned from there. This was not an intentional path at first, but it certainly has become one.
Did the lockdowns with the start of the COVID-19 pandemic really spark your interest in this new journey? I know a lot of us, found different things about ourselves when that all happened.
Yeah, good point. So I had already started, the art journey, but then with the lockdown, I certainly was able to, I had not a whole lot more to do, so I was able to focus on it and do more, organize exhibits and promote myself. So that probably, I didn't really think about it. But yeah, it probably gave me a lot more time in the moment to learn and, organize exhibits for when, we were allowed back out. And a lot of things did happen during that time, actually. Yeah.
So this brand new exhibit, once again, on at the John M. Parrott Art Gallery upstairs above the Belleville Public Library right through until April 2nd, Change and Challenge, A Journey Through Migration. Is this your first major exhibition, Lynda?
I'll go with yes, in that sense that, so I have been really lucky and have had quite a few solo shows. But not one as big as this one at the John Parrott Gallery. It's it's an established, a gallery that's held in high esteem. So I'm very honored that I've been given the opportunity to have my exhibit in Gallery 1. It's been a year in the making because it is such a large gallery. I had to produce, a lot of new work, and this one is 100% inclusive. So even all my art, as you can see, it's tactile. So I encourage and want everybody to touch it, and you don't have to worry about breaking it. If something happens, it can be fixed, but it's about tactile. The cards that we put up beside each piece are in Braille and in large print. The pieces are going to be hung lower so that those in wheelchairs will be able to have the same access to be able to feel the art. And, for those that are completely blind, there'll also be audio description available for each piece. I'll be doing that. And just with a QR code, you can get a walking tour, of the whole exhibit. So it's from what I'm told, it's one of the first completely inclusive and accessible shows that people have heard of. In fact, the CNIB is bringing a busload of people from Toronto to participate, and also CNIB members from Ottawa are coming for the opening reception because they're so excited to have an accessible exhibition and someone that's visually impaired putting it on.
Really great to hear. Yeah, the CNIB, the Canadian National Institute of the Blind. Want to talk about your advocacy work, Lynda, because you've been saying that you want to donate to CNIB through this exhibition.
Yeah, so any pieces that sell during the 1 month exhibition, so the gallery takes a portion, and then I will donate as well a portion of any sales to the CNIB, to the Youth and Leadership and Arts Program. So, yeah, so hopefully that encourages people to buy pieces to come and see it and purchase. But really, I'm equally as excited for people to come and attend and have this all inclusive experience. And so hopefully, a lot of your viewing audience will be as excited to come and participate in the exhibit.
Yeah, anyone can walk through the John Parrott Art Gallery upstairs at Belleville Public Library, all free, which is great. It'll be here in Belleville up until April 2nd. But Lynda, where is this going to go next?
I have not booked a following for this whole exhibit because it is so huge.
Yeah.
So I don't have another booking for it yet. I've been really focused just on this one at the moment. I do have some pieces that will be exhibited in Japan and also at the Tangled Art Studio in Toronto. I don't have a date on it yet. It'll be sometime in April.
How did you get connected up with Japan and getting your art over there?
It was so I've been getting quite a bit of international publicity, and even a couple years ago there was a magazine in Switzerland and another one in Spain that heard about me and did feature articles, and word's just been kind of in little bits, kind of spreading. And again, going back to my friend who owns a gallery, she has, introduced me to some connections as well. So it just seems one thing leads to another. I've been really quite lucky that way. That you kind of either meet someone or you go in an exhibit and people come through and offer opportunities, and you just watch for those opportunities and accept them.
Yeah, whereabouts are you from originally, Lynda? Are you local here?
Peterborough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful arts community up in Peterborough. So it's so great to see that this kind of being shared and your story being shared too. So for folks who want to learn more about you and your art, where do we go?
You can check out my website, lyndatodd.com. So Lynda Todd, TODD.com. And some of the tactile art is up on the website right now, but the new pieces for this exhibit aren't on it quite yet. And also check out my Facebook page, Lynda Todd Artist. Then by all means, follow me. That would be great. And on the website, you can learn more of my story. And if anyone has any questions about tactile art or they're considering, getting into painting, I certainly encourage it. It's been, a lot of fun, and certainly it's been a journey that I didn't expect, and it's been very, very exciting.
And we're grateful for it, Lynda. Once again, just the little photos that we've seen and the artwork beside you is just outstanding. Why did you want to focus on the endangered species story for the Belleville exhibit?
Well, it's about migration and endangered species, and it also leads to the conversation about climate change, bringing more attention to that. And endangered species, really doesn't seem to get enough attention. And along, on the cards that I put with each picture, I also put a little kind of fun fact, I guess, regarding what I'm focusing on, as far as whether it's the whooping crane or whales. And so on. And so to just to help bring more attention and the low numbers of certain species, and just bringing more attention to it, and hopefully people kind of learn more and the importance of protecting animals.
Yeah, well, you've given us a lot to think about. Once again, so great to shine the spotlight on you and the brand new exhibit at John M. Parrott Art Gallery in downtown Belleville, Change and Challenge, a journey through migration. Lynda Todd, so great to meet you. Good luck with everything going forward, and hopefully we could reconnect maybe later this year and find out what you're up to next.
That would be fabulous. Thank you so much, Lindsay.